Guys, welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to see how to set up an Ansible control node for a network automation. So this is a blog article with exact guide on how to install Ansible on an Ubuntu host. You have all the steps how to do it. I'll put the link in the description as well. Let me keep this aside to the right. Okay, so this is a Ubuntu host that I have. All right, we put the home directory right there. So if I go to the terminal now, open in terminal, and let me zoom in a bit so that you will be able to see it clearly. I think this is good enough. Maximize the screen. If I check the Ansible version here, you will see that it's not installed. All right, and we are going to install that in this video. If you like what you're watching, please like this video, and if you got any suggestions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below. So this is what we'll do. First we'll install the Ansible. That will also install some collections out of the box. What is a collection, you might think? An Ansible collection is a package of code used by different vendors to help manage their network devices. Some collections are maintained by open source community, while others are officially maintained by the vendor themselves. For example, if you want to automate Cisco routers and switches, you would use Cisco IOS collection. If you're working with FortiGate firewalls, you would use Fortinet FortiOS collection. Each collection provides the modules, plugins, and roles specific to that platform, so you don't have to build everything from scratch. So once the Ansible installation is done, we will upgrade some of the pre-installed collections, and I'll have to also add a user here. The reason I am adding a new user is because to check how the installation happens when we upgrade the Ansible collections. Sudo add user seed. Right now I have safe. That's a single user I have. So add and the password. Okay, so it's there. So if I switch the user seed and the password, yeah, I can switch between the user. So it's safe. Password here. I can switch here as well. Good. On the right, I have the step-by-step instructions. So let me go through that. And if I scroll down, these are the steps. Okay. So I already checked the Ansible version, and these are the commands that you can use to install the Ansible on your system. And if I click here, it will take you to the Ansible documentation page where you can see different operating system, how you can install them. Currently we are using the Ubuntu one, and that's exact steps that we are following in this video. Since I'm using a VNC, I have some issue with the copy and paste. So what I'll do, I'll SSH into the Ubuntu host from my machine so that I will be able to copy and paste commands properly. I logged into the Ubuntu machine. Now what I'll do, I'll have to just update the repository. Sudo pt update. Okay, and that's going on. And I can simply copy and paste the whole thing. That should be enough. Copy this, the whole command. So what it basically do is it add the repository for where you can install the Ansible and then install the Ansible on your system. That's it. So there is nothing much. It is right now installed. So if I clear it and then check Ansible version, and as you can see, it is installed right now and it has a version 2.17.13. Sometimes that you may get this error message when you check the version. Ansible requires the local encoding to be UTF-8 detected ISO. So if you get that error message, you can come here to fix the issue. Okay, so I have the instruction here for that. So unfortunately I don't have that error message here, so I am good to go. Okay, so the next thing is how do I see the collections that is installed in Ansible? So if I do Ansible Galaxy collection list, that's where you could see all the installed collections. These are the collections that are installed by default, part of the Ansible installation. If I check, for example, Ansible collection list, if you can see it here actually, the Cisco IOS modules that you can use it, right? It's version 8 that is installed, and it's installed on the system directory here. And then you have, do I have a FortiOS here? Yeah, Fortinet FortiOS also installed 2.3.8. But you might not have Palo Alto one. So if I check now, action list, grab Cisco IOS, we already checked. So you can see that it's right here. And then -ei Cisco iOS and 40, and then Palo. You have Cisco iOS and Fortinet, but no Palo Alto. So we'll install that. Okay. If you look at this one, how do you upgrade it, right? So all these Ansible collections are managed through this Ansible Galaxy repository here. So if you click here, it will take you to that repository. It's loading right now, and here you can search for the collections that you want to work on. For example, Cisco iOS, and if you look for Cisco, this is the one provided by Cisco. Click on that and it will give you the instruction on how to install it, right? Oh, great. So when I created the blog article at that time, 10 was latest version, and I could see that there is a latest version 11 that was added just yesterday, which is great. Cisco iOS is a collection, so these are the modules that is available underneath. So if you click on each modules, you will see the documentation around it, how to use them. Pretty good. So how do you install it? If you just copy this command right here, it would tell you really that there is nothing to do. So let's see what happens. So let me clear the screen again and paste the command like this, and it will tell you that you already have it. You don't have to do anything. But the version that I have is actually what? It's actually 8, right? But I would need 11. That is the latest one. So it says if you want to reinstall them, consider using force method. But what happens is that it doesn't really upgrade system collections. So instead it will install the collection on your personal profile. So if you add any other users, they wouldn't be able to access that particular collection. So you see that it's version 8, right? Clear Cisco iOS, and if I try to do force, you would see that it gets installed. However, it install it for yourself, right? So I logged in as safe here, and it would be only available for user safe. Okay, so it's downloading at the moment, and it's installed successfully. So if I do collection list again, you will see that the version is still there, right? The 8. That's okay, that's fine. But you see Cisco iOS 11, it's installed for this user. Okay, so when you run the playbook, it would of course use this version, right? And then if this version is not there, of course it will use the other version, so does not have any impact. But if I switch the user, for example, switch user Sid, I have logged in with a different user. Okay, so if I do Ansible Galaxy collections collection list, oops, again, come on, what did I do? Collection list, my bad. You see there is no version Cisco iOS 11 here. Okay, so you have 8 here of course, but I don't have 11, so I can do the grep again. Grep Cisco to Cisco. I think there are different collections for different products. For example, ACI, you have a different one. So if you're managing the ACI, yeah, you can go ahead and install the ACI one, and you have an ASA, you have a DNAC, Intersite, iOS. So this is the one which we would be using it, and you also have a ICE. That's good. I haven't really worked on the ICE module yet, but I would want to try it out. We'll see that. And Nexus OS, you have a different module, and you have a UCS module if you are managing the UCS servers and stuff. Now coming back to this one, I don't have the version for iOS. This is what we are looking at. So you have 8 here of course, but I don't have 11. How do I upgrade the module? That way it would be available for both. Okay, so the way you would do that, you have to install the collection in the collections directory. So you have to use -p for that. So if I switch user again, and if I go back to my documentation, and collection list, scroll down, is same thing, right? You have to use an option which says sudo ansible collection install. So upgrade, it should be actually hyphen. I don't know why it picked up this way. So if I typed sudo ansible galaxy collection install Cisco iOS upgrade -p, and the location would be user share Ansible collection. So install that. All right, so it says it's installed successfully. All right, if I check the collections now, Ansible Galaxy collections list, collection list, and you should see now there is a different folder it's installed under Ansible collections. Right now, if you look at this one, you can remove this one actually. Remove the location here, full collections, Ansible, net common. Okay, and then I can remove the Cisco IOS as well. Cisco IOS. Okay, now if I check the Ansible collection again, yeah, Ansible Galaxy collection list. You no longer have the other one. Okay, you have a pre-installed one, which is fine. Anyways, it will not use that one. Instead, it will use this one. And you have this version right now. If I switch the user now, switch user, sit, and if I check the Ansible collection Galaxy collection list, you should see that Cisco IOS is installed here as well. Okay, so you have it available on both the users. Okay, so switch user, save. So we have looked at how you can install Cisco IOS collection, but what if you want to install FortiGate FortiOS collection? So let's look at that as well. Scroll up, where was it? Yeah, right here. Click here to the Ansible Galaxy repository and type FortiOS provided by Fortinet. So click on this. So this is the one this updated 4 months ago. So if I look at the Ansible collection here, Ansible Galaxy collection list, grab 40. And if you look at this one, you see 238. It's actually kind of old. If you just use the Ansible Galaxy collection install Fortinet FortiOS method, it will do nothing. Okay, so I should be using the destination option again. So if I come back here and then go scroll down, sudo Ansible Galaxy collection install Fortinet FortiOS, and then upgrade -p destination location. So it's gonna be this, and enter the password. It's installing now. While it's installing, let's see how you can get other vendors as well. So if I go back to the Ansible Galaxy and if I search for Palo, you'll get this panos one, so provided by Palo Alto Networks. Make sure that you are looking at the right one. Let's open that up. At the same time, you could see the Fortinet is installed right now. So if I check Ansible collection now, Galaxy collection list, you will see that this is the latest version 2.4.0. And if I switch the user, Ansible Galaxy collection and the list, and you should now see it's available for this user as well. Okay, so the same way you could install Palo Alto collection as well, but the problem is we already checked that it's not available out of the box. So there is a latest version, so I'm going to install that. Okay, let me switch back, switch user, save. So let me install the Palo Alto one the same way I did for the other one. Sudo, copy this, paste it, and then upgrade -p, and then the location. All right, it's installed, and this is how you can install the collection. Same way you can even search for other vendors as well, for example Checkpoint, and here is the Checkpoint one. So if I check this one, Ansible Galaxy collection list -ei, Cisco IOS and 40, and then pan. All right, oops, sorry, I didn't use the grep. You can see now I have Cisco IOS installed. This is the older version, so this is the latest one, 11 and 2.41 FortiOS, and then panos. All right, So we have successfully installed 3 modules that is required for the network automation. Once you have the Ansible installed for network automation, the next step is to set up folder structure, which is a critical part of building scalable Ansible projects. We'll cover that in the next video. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.